Good evening, good evening. Welcome to my fellow traders and investors. I welcome you behalf from the financial analyst team. I'm your host and your friend. My name is Akash Malhotra and I'm very happy to see you. This week is full of all the opportunity and so as the last week was. So we had tremendous thing happening in the financial market. A lot of things in the recent time has happened. I was just curiously watching what is the existing status about the market and here I am there with you sharing my thought about the financial market. So I'm very happy to see you again. Once again, a very warm welcome from the financial analyst team. Dear team, my objective always has been to assist my client to the best of my possible abilities to share my knowledge and insights which I have gathered over the course of my experience. My objective always has been to assist and guide you effectively well in your trading journey. So welcome once again and I welcome your behalf from the financial analysting. Let me know in the comment section what do you feel about the existing market, and you can tell me how was your trading results in the last week and how is your performance. Have you faced any inconvenience on the platform? Please let me know in the comment section. I'll be very happy since you will sharing these details with me and I will be guiding you through your trading journey. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the new stream. Dear traders, let me know if you are able to comment in the comment section because right now I'm not getting an option to check your live comment. Let me just refresh my screen a bit. But again, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask me. Let me just fix it right now. By the way, guys, have you seen the recent changes in the market? The market basically acted in our favor, and in terms of trading, we had a substantial results. If you look into the prices of Bitcoin, gold, Ethereum, so using the heat maps, we're gonna understand the market sentiments and how did they perform this entire time. Unfortunately, still I'm not able to see your comments. I'm trying to fix it. Give me a moment. And we can start in couple of in a minute or two. We are basically also waiting for the clients to join our live stream. Feel free again to comment in the comment section. I'm till this time I'm fixing my technical issues, a little bit of setback that we have, but nothing to worry about. I'm checking the possibilities of error right now. Okay, now still not been there, but anyways, let's continue our conversation. I think this glitch is taking a little bit of time of hours to fix it. Dear team, these sessions we wanted to make sure that the analysis that we're going to teach you in today's session will be ultimately helping you to reach your ultimate financial trading journey. So, yeah, right now the comment session has been activated, and yeah, we can continue our conversation. So, as we know, in the entire week, there are a lot of things has been happened, and this had builded a great potential of profitability for ourselves, and that is what I'm going to explain you in today's session. So let's start with the cryptocurrency, what recently has happened. So there are a lot of factors, influential factors, if you may see, has hampered the performance of the market. So the most important aspect is in the last week, that means if we talk about Saturday and Sundays, the crypto market decreased substantially. So right now, if you look into the prices of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, let's just select the prices of Bitcoin and we'll select the graph for 30 minutes. Yesterday, we know this Donald Trump, because of whatever situation happened in the US economy, the very first thing that has happened, that Supreme Court, US Supreme Court, has declined the tariff applied by Donald Trump, stating that these are invalid. Close to $168 billion were being gathered because of it. And Mr. Trump yesterday declared that he will be applying close to 10% tariff on all the existing situations with all the countries altogether. And then yesterday evening, the tariff from 10% has been increased to 15%. And because of this, there was a sheer panic in the financial market. And that is the reason we can see there was a big drawdown from the prices of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin basically hover near $65,000, and this has affected the market to good strength. That good strength, that means a very good strength. After this, we are also going to see few of the variations there, and these variations are, since because the price variation in the Bitcoin happened, all the cryptocurrencies started decreasing, and even in the heat maps that we can see right now, the market is trying to recover from the lowest price that it has in the recent time. So Bitcoin went to 64,000 and started recovering. Now 60,000 level will be acting as a very good level of support. Now in the longer run, day traders, if you do not know, 60,000 level, all the levels are act as a good level of support. So 60,000 level will act as a good level of support. So since it decreased in a very short period of time, there were higher chances for the market to recover. So one psychological level was 65,000 and the second psychological level is 60,000. What we did, we opened one pending position. Yeah, one pending position is already been open around 61,000. We do not want to miss that opportunity. In Olymptrade, you get an option to open your trade in advance, so we can look out for that. Now, second thing, in the cryptocurrency market, the sudden sharp fall in the prices of Bitcoin, so Bitcoin has to recover to some extent, and that is the reason we are opening our position on Ethereum. I just opened my position in the afternoon time, seeing that there was a very sharp drop in the prices of Bitcoin. So it will be followed by all the Ethereum, Dogecoin, Solana. So what we are seeing here is the recovery, and we took the trade on the recovery, and right now it is giving us a close to uh, 19% profitability, and we took our stop loss on the positive side. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, um, Tron, all these cryptocurrencies are on the rising side. In fact, there is an option to filter out all the cryptocurrencies here. From this recent drop, we can see within the 24 hours, the market will try to recover. One of the good entry points I have seen in the recent time was on Litecoin. If you look into the prices of Litecoin went from a very, I mean, this coin in its prime days was close to 135, close to 140, if I may say, 135, and then it switched to 140. Since it reached this price level after a very long time, and that was happened during 2024. So since this coin is available at very cheaper price, there's a good possibility to hold a longer position on the Litecoin. That is the reason we invested close to $500 on the Litecoin, and we are holding our position. And I will be keeping my position for a very long time and expecting the market to rise further. Second thing, because of this tariff implication, people started selling their existing positions on all the dollar related indexes. If we see, the volatility index was very high, and for example, if we look into the prices of basic dollar index, the dollar index opened today by a big sold down position. So there is this gap down position that we can see. The market opened with a very huge drawdown, that means falling to the lower circuit, and then it started recovering once again. Because of this factor, there is a sheer panic in the market, and this can vary the performance of the market to great extent. We have one comments in here. We have a couple of Mr. Asadji said, "Hello, sir. What is the document number?" I didn't get your question. Mr. Riaz, could you please clarify your concern? Another comment, Mr. Rishabji said, Manod had more to lose in the Monad. I still didn't get your question, but if you are trying to imply that is it a good price point to buy right now? Now, in my opinion, Bitcoin will be a very good price point to buy close to 61, 62, 63. So $5,000 difference would be a good price to buy Bitcoin using a very small value of multiplier. That means around 5%, 5x would be a good option. To give you a little demonstration here, if so what I did, I opened one position in the Bitcoin just to check my stop loss, where would the stop loss would be. And here, checking that confirmation, our stop loss would be way below this line, which is close to, if we can say, it is around 59,000. So the 60,000 support level was already covered using this multiplier. And even if we open up a position, another position in here, selecting the value of 5x as a multiplier, so yeah, it is very close to 60,000 support level. So good time in the market to invest for a longer run, but you have to take it from the risk to reward ratio. Take the stop loss of 20% and take profit to 60%. So it has a good potential to rise in the upcoming days. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin. One of the good thing that I have seen, Dogecoin was decreasing by huge margins. There were further sell off happened in the prices of Dogecoin, and now it is started rising. So again, in the longer run, all those traders who are new in trading Forex, in if you talk about Forex specifically, these are very good moments to hold your position in the longer run. Mr. Spera operator said bye. Mr. Sanjeev ji said please provide few coin lists that we would purchase now this time. Sir, it depends from the person to person. I believe that because of the technology which has been involved. So I bought by a huge margin. We call it as Tron, and then Solana is available at a very low cost. Ethereum, it's an amazing asset to invest in right now. These are available at the good price, and Olymptrade. The best part about Olymptrade is you can open your position in Forex, hold your position for as long as you wish, make the money and leave the market. In Forex, the best part that you can have on Forex is you have an option to close your trade anytime if you want to. So let's get back to the next part. Because of this sudden tariff implication, cryptocurrency market was completely diminished, and it goes to another level of support close to 65,000, 64,000, and be included in the longer run. I still strongly believe that this cryptocurrency has a very strong chances of increasing. Second thing is, because of the tariff implication, we know for the fact that whenever the financial market tariff is been applied on any country, there are repercussions of it. So markets always moved by random events, right? And that is what happened. So these unpredictable event happened. Yesterday, Donald Trump put close to 10% and then increased to 15% tariff on all the countries. And in this situation, majority of the investor, what they do, they basically try to invest in a pair where it would be safest haven for them to hold it for a longer time. So one thing we have observed in the recent situation, that whenever any natural calamity or tariff implication, if we may say, any random occurrence can make the market little bit on the volatile side. And during the tariff implication, people moved from all the riskiest investment. That is the reason the Ethereum prices were dropped to a safest haven. Now, one of the safest haven we have seen in the recent times has turned out to be most profitable for all the traders, and we love it. We carry it every day, and the name of the asset is gold and silver, and that is what we made profit on. If you look into the price of gold recently, gold was hovering near 5,000 level, and because of this sudden tariff implications, the gold started rising like anything. And here we can see this sudden jump in the prices of asset. Exactly at 4:30, the market did started moving out, and here we can see that there is a big swing in the market on the buying side. So what we did, we had some positions open on gold. We invested close to $1,000 on gold and able to made it close to $568 in total profit. That was amazing. And once we closed this position, we open another position with the highest value of multiplier available. $50 is what we have invested. Right now, it is giving us profitability close to 14-15%. So that is another excellent thing that we are seeing about the market right now. If we may name gold increased by close to 3 to 4% starting from last Friday to till this day today. And imagine holding your price of positions in silver. Silver rose close to 10% in a day. In fact, of the matter, I was just holding the trade before a day, but I closed it by selecting the stop loss on the positive side. But right now, suppose if I hadn't closed my trade yet, I would have made what was the value of multiplier? I would have made more than 63% profit that we can see on the graph itself. We have few more comments. Thank you very much for all your comments. Forgive me if I missed your comment. Let me go through your comments once again. Mr. Ilahi said, by the way, I'm new, so welcome. This is what I like about new investors. We are open to suggestions and open to learning. As a trader, our journey begins with the learning process, and this is what we are trying to achieve by giving you these consultations and making sure that you understand market to the best of the possible extent. Um, so Mr. Bilal ji said they give withdrawals. Sir, Mr. Bilal, Olymptrade has been working from 2014 and it's been close to 11 years. It will be celebrating 12 year this year anniversary, and not a single person can claim that the withdrawals have been net given. We are trying to prioritize your withdrawals. Your deposit and withdrawals are completely safe, so do not worry about that. A lot of clients I do meet these weeks, and none of the client I have seen in my entire life. I've been working here from 2019. They've all the withdrawals have been created, so it's a legitimate platform, sir. Can we hold this crypto in Olymptrade for a long time? Yes, Sanjeev ji, you can hold the positions of crypto based on the value of multiplier that you select. Remember, the value of the higher the value of multiplier, the greater will be the chances of profitability. But again, if you try to use the lower value of multiplier, you can hold your position for the longer time, but the profitability will be reduced substantially. But it's way easier to hold your position for longer time rather than selecting the highest value of multiplier available at at the precise moment. If you wish to hold your position, select a moderate value of multiplier. If the value of multiplier is showing like around 50 here, 5 to 10 multiplier can be used to keep the position. If I'll give you an example, one of my trade that I've been holding on gold, uh, if you look into the date on which we executed, it was on 7th of January, and right now it is 23rd February, and this trade has generated close to 3 times of the capital that we have invested in the beginning. Mr. Kalkan Fakiri ji said, please, I do not understand you. Can't help me. Sir, majority of the conversation that we do on this global channel, that means on every Wednesday, we cater the demands of all the global clients. And that is the reason the sessions is being conducted specifically in the English language. But if you prefer to have a personal session, if you have advanced or expert status, reach out to the support team and conduct your session with the financial analyst. You can reach out to the support team, get your session scheduled, and we will be more than happy to assist you in various languages, the language which you prefer more, Mr. Kandan. Okay, so we talked about gold and silver. I still strongly believe that the gold has a good potential to be rising on the upcoming days. So one thing for sure, because in the last week we have seen US non-farm payroll data, consumer price non-farm payroll data was way positive. Consumer price index data was slightly negative. In the upcoming days, there is a possibility on May month. I think Mr. Jeremy Powell will be retiring from his position as a Fed chairperson. Mr. Kevin Walsh will be joining or replacing him. The amount by which they have a correlation is what we can see. is Mr. Kevin Walsh is more optimistic on decreasing the interest rate. Now, whenever a decrease in the interest rate happens, people often tend to buy more in the safest haven, that is gold, silver, platinum. You can also name Bitcoin as well. In the upcoming days, if the interest rate decreases, these cryptocurrencies, even gold and silver, will have a substantial chances of rising again. And if the value of gold and silver increases because of the decrease in the interest rate, the value of Nasdaq, S&P 500, and Dow Jones will all will together will push themselves on the buying side once again. So according to the market analysis, this would be a very good moment right now. Let's talk about what is happening in the currency pair market. So I don't know have you seen or not, but one of the good thing is last week Reserve Bank of New Zealand share their interest rate policy. In fact, the policy was equal. So here, one of the biggest candle that you can see is exactly around 6:30 in the morning. Reserve Bank of New Zealand decreased the interest rate. Let me show you the data here. We can search economic calendar. This is the exact event that I was talking about. We go to custom dates, and I think on Wednesday, I believe the data was released. Exactly around 6:30. So on 11 non-farm payroll. Okay, so not in here. Last week, that means I think around 17 or 18 was the date on which the data was released. Let me just confirm it once again. Yeah, we can know the timing from here. That means on 18th of February, the data was released. Let's check it together. Here, Reserve Bank of New Zealand exactly at 6:30. This is according to the Indian Standard Time. By the way, guys, if you do not know how this economic calendar works, let me know in the comment section. We will have an exclusive session on this week. We have one comment. Abhinav Singh ji said, "Sir, good evening. Good evening, Abhinav ji. Welcome to the stream." Mr. Rathore said, "Any news data for this week?" Not many data since it would be the end of the month, very close to end of the month data. So not many bigger data are on the releasing side. But this is what we were talking about in the last week. So remember, dear traders, interest rate decisions plays a pivotal point in changing the currency pairs existing. I mean, they swing by a big margins. And here, on 18th of February, exactly around 6:30, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand did release their interest rate decision, where they kept the interest rate as equal to the previous one. As soon as they did, exactly at 6:30, we can see there is a big selling candles happening to be here. Because of the major selling happen at this price level, we can see a big swing happening in the market right now. So based on the existing market sentiments, the market was heavily on the selling side. And if he could have opened the position, one of my traders did share his screenshots. He made close to 632% profit by opening the position exactly at 6:30, going ahead with the trend. And because of the swing was so high, and we anticipate the market to recover because the New Zealand dollar was dropped by big margin. So we are basically anticipating it to start recovering once again, and that is the reason we are holding our position with 100x as a multiplier, because we know for sure in the upcoming days there is a good possibility for it to recover, and that is the reason we are holding our position on New Zealand dollar. After this, because of the tariff implication, Euro USD started rising in the morning and then started correcting itself. Now, in the upcoming days, I still strongly believe that the Euro USD could have a very positive outcome in the upcoming days, because if all the tariff applied by Donald Trump and the amount of money around 168 billion dollars, if it has been refunded to the people, there will a strong possibility for every currency pair against USD can rise. So keep a closer look on the market this week. So one of the good question asked by Mr. Rathod, sir, as per your analysis, NZD rate cut data impacted the market in the downward, but the data was expected. So how does it affect? I thought there should be no change since the data is expected. That is where we make problems. I mean, we never understood the data to that extent, Mr. Abhinav. I'll give you an example. So, Mr. Abhinavji, NZD is one of the data that every time it releases, and irrespective of the data, whether the actual data is equal to the forecast value or not, there is always has been a big swing from the New Zealand dollar. To give you an example, let's click on NZD data and we'll scroll it down and we can select the any data from the given list. To give you more clarity, let's look into the data which was released on November 26th, and the data this time also remains the same. I mean, here the data, the interest rate was decreased to some extent. Let's take one of the data in which the actual and the forecast value remains the same. Let's look into the January 9 data, right? 3.25, 3.25, and 3.25. Exactly around 7:30 in the morning, the data was released. So July 9 is something that we'll be looking on the graph itself. So we'll select any NZD pair. This is what we call it as reverse analysis. Doing the reverse analysis, it gives you the clear picture of the existing market candle, how the candle can behave. So July 9, 7:30 in the morning is what we'll be referring our data on. We have selected the graph for 30 minutes and we are just scrolling. This is called as reverse analysis for all the traders who love taking the trades on Forex. They should be aware about this. So let's look into the data. The data was released on, let's confirm it once again, I think on 9 July. Okay, July 9, 2025. July 9, 2025. Okay, so a month before this. 8, 9, yeah, 7:30. If you can see this, there is always a big swing. So that means if we are trying to open a neutral position, this would also be now profitable. Let's take another data. Okay, so the one of the biggest candle that you can see, that is the time on which the NCT data was released here. 20 August. And this is exactly the date on which the data was released. 20 August 7:30, and we can see the big swing in the market. Same thing we can check on November 26. So every time when the NZD data release out, even though it is equal, it usually forms a big candle. So opening a neutral position in this situation can help a lot of traders in the longer run. I hope guys you enjoy this conversation having with me. This is one-on-one conversation that I'm trying to have with you. The objective of this conversation is to make sure that our focus, our goal are aligned so that the maximum returns can be made from the existing market situation. In the next week, I'll be coming up with few more trading ideas. Stay tuned. There are some trades that we have taken for today. Even the Euro USD started giving us profit close to 1.79%. So our trade for uh, Euro USD again started giving us a good sentimental profit here. So I'll see you into the next week, dear traders. Good to see you. I wish you all the best in your trading endeavor. Make sure to like, subscribe to Olymptrade Practice, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. It's your financial analyst. My name is Akash. I'm signing off for today. Take care. Bye bye, guys.